Okay, this is number 2 that I'm going to send you. And I'm not sure of any of this stuff, but I do know that whether this stands for something or not, it was the start of something else. So this was probably out of chapter 2 or 3. Chapter 1 looks like right there. And the kids were able to work on those at the school. What I do is and here's another one. What I do is I do basic math instruction for the first half of the class, followed by an app program, a web page program that tracks them, called alex.com. That's their pre-algebra math course, besides what I give them. And right now I've been working on subtracting fractions, because I told them that it's the hardest math there is. As far as the steps involved, it's harder than adding, subtracting, or adding and multiplying and dividing numbers as fractions. It's also harder than long division if you're good with the times table and understand the process of long division and estimation. But subtracting fraction has to do with borrowing from a mixed number, so you're going to be doing multi-steps. And on the back side of that sheet, I give them Sudoku. And I started out with the 4-block Sudoku. And they got pretty good at that right away. So each one is a 4 section there. And letters, or the numbers have to be 1 through 4 to fill in. Then I'm followed up, after they got good at that, by a section that had 6, something like that, and each one had to be 1 through 6. And then I followed up, I would do a whole sheet of those. So this is our first one of this chapter 4, I believe, and I'm not sure what the problems are. I think I started with problems from the book, followed by problems from the slides, followed by, I lost most of them. So this is probably the first ones from the book. And I did a few on paper. I'm going to go quickly and show you that I did the work and get this out, because it seems like from here it takes a long time to process, to save it, to send it. So you can see this is problem 2 and 3. And again, I don't know if these are out of the book, or I don't think there was a slide number 2. I think it started at like number 12 or something. Okay, but one of these I did the problems for the week are in here, or in the other ones. There may be 3 of these, that's why I'm kind of hurrying through there. And again, this is correct if Abby is not a BDA, which could include insects, gardens, and the soil. So we're talking about insects in the garden, BDA. So it's a possibility. It looks like I only got 3 of them, so I guess the other one would have to be right there, if my guess was close. Here we go. This looks like the soccer team. Was it soccer? Middle back. Yeah, setter, setting. Oh, the volleyball. Okay, so this is volleyball. And this is what I came up with. Who was the freshman, sophomore, junior, and each position they played. And it was built around, and I'm not sure if this was the final one because I went back and had to change it. Who was the setter? It was a question. They said if Kelly is a setter, then I think it was, I can't remember, Elena was a middle back. So in that one, if Kelly was the setter, it said or Elena was a middle back. So if Elena was, or if Kelly was the setter, then Elena couldn't be the middle back. So this one is the correct one, as far as my way of thinking. Here we go. I'm not sure on this one, but it's number 9, probably right in the book. number 10 in the book. Number 11 in the book, I worked on it for a while, and then I wrote down I didn't have enough information, although I'm sure others could sacrifice and make a guess at one point or actually figure it out. I didn't. I stopped, moved on. Yeah, I moved on. Chapter 4, number 1, and I don't know if this is on the slide, but this was Mickey was not first, Woody was not second. Marta was after Woody. Woody did not beat Sally, and then I put them on there. So if Woody didn't beat Sally, that means Sally's ahead of Woody. And followed it right on out. Number 4 was one of the girls touched the computer. Greg did not use nail polish. Neither boy used shampoo. Lynn did not use shampoo. And then there it is, guess at the end. Now, I don't know about any more of these. This was before I took the picture on the other one. Yes, I have another one, classic number 2. So, classic number 2. Doesn't look like it's finished on this one. One thing I did notice is that over here on the left I have W's and M's. Okay, so I found that another category that was very useful was to find the difference between ladies and gents as far as the little keywords in a sentence, in a structure. It was helpful to know when it said his or hers, what it was talking about. So that one may have been finished someplace else. Okay, I'm going to send this one. I'm going to save and send.